Good morning, everyone. It's your host, Bear Evans, with Lil Mike Fight Night, and today we are going to be going over this potential match of Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. Now, over here, we see that Most Valuable Promotions has posted on Vivid Seats for the AT&T Center in Arlington, Texas, for the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson boxing event. It's July 20th, but the time is TBD still. Now, looking at this also, it doesn't say what weight class, what anything, right? So I have no idea. Mike Tyson has been a heavyweight his whole career. Jake Paul, I think, has been at like 180, 185 his whole career. It'll be really interesting to see where the commission agrees on where they can fight. Is this going to be an exhibition match, or is this going to be an actual match? So that's one question I seriously have. Now, let's go over this. Let's see. Mike Tyson has a career record of 56 wins and only 6 losses with 44 KOs. Now, a lot of those KOs were from absolute monsters, from 86 all the way until I think his last fight was like 2004 or 2006 or something. Now, Jake Paul's fight, Jake Paul's fought 10 times with a 9-1 record. Pretty impressive with 6 KOs. The only difference is Jake Paul's record isn't with killers. He's never fought like an actual ranked opponent or anything like that. So, all credit to him, but he's really just fighting, retired people. He did fight Tommy Fury, which I thought was a really competitive fight. It showed different levels to Jake Paul's game. But besides that fight, he really hasn't fought anyone to really test him, except for maybe Tyrone Woodley in the first boxing fight they did. But I don't know if it was rigged or not rigged or whatever. There's a lot of controversy behind him. Anyways, let's see. These tickets that are posted right now are from $186 to nosebleed all the way up to $6,000 a ticket just for the 6th row. And let's see. It goes all the way, even for the 16th row, it's $4,000 a ticket. And I want to correct myself. For the 6th row, it's $12,000 a ticket. Absolutely incredibly priced tickets for a fight. We don't even know the weight class. We don't even know if it's sanctioned. And we don't know if it's going to be an exhibition or not, right? And I know a lot of people are saying they haven't seen any like official releases or anything, but Tyson's talking about it, Jake Paul's talking about it, and it's posted on vividseats.com. So I want to say there's a good chance it's going to happen, right? Now, last thing I want to go ahead and do, let's go over and pull up some video footage here to show y'all the difference in levels between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. Mike Tyson is almost 60 years old. Yes, he does take PEDs or performance-enhancing drugs, so his hormones are probably at the level way greater than even a 21-year-old, but still with that age becomes less bone density, less, cushion in your brain. Your body starts, kind of going on a downward decline just because you're getting older. Testosterone and all that good stuff, yes, it can help you recover, help you make you look great, but at the end of the day, you can't stop Father Time, right? It slows down your reflexes, your speeds, but they always say you keep your power, right? So let's look at Mike Tyson. This is going to be in the Roy Jones fight. Let's see. This was Jake Paul was actually on this card too. Let's go ahead and play this here, and let's see what we can see. Right away, Mike Tyson is aggressive. When he wraps up in the clinch, obviously his style, he's famous for the peekaboo. He can still throw those body shots, still throw those hooks when he's wrapped up in the clinch with someone. Still has pretty good head movement. I mean, overall, it's just a short little clip, but it kind of shows you some of those big body shots he landed. I don't know if Jake Paul could take them like how Roy Jones could. Roy Jones is a heavyweight. Now, let's look at Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. Something kind of important I want you to see here. Jake Paul could not find a home for that right hand the whole fight, essentially. But you see how he's always hugging up? And that's a lot of Jake Paul's fights. He loves to wrap up, but when he wraps up, he's not able to utilize or capitalize being in the clinch because he's not very familiar with it. Same with Tommy Fury. Yes, he can get in the pocket and unload and go crazy, but when they're getting wrapped up, both of them weren't very good in the clinch game in terms of actual damage. Mike Tyson is going to be putting a skill set that Jake Paul has never seen in the ring. So it's going to be really interesting to see how that works. And now I want to talk about this release footage that Mike Tyson and everyone has been posting about or talking about. And it's just him hitting the pads. And right away we can just see he's still got amazing footwork. His head movement's very dynamic. He's amazing at changing angles. It's just crazy how he can slip, punch, roll, punch, and he still has really great movement for his age. That being said, Jake Paul is under 30 years old. He's still a pretty big guy. He's probably not natural. Even though his last couple of fights may have been controversial if they were good opponents or not, he's still training really hard every single day, has all the resources in the world. Not that much experience, but training hard, been doing it for, 3 or 4 years now. Mike Tyson, on the other hand, is the heavyweight GOAT, but he's in his 60s. His last actual fight was like in 2004, 2006. And besides the Roy Jones fight, which was like an exhibition, 4 years ago, whatever. But Mike Tyson is still 60 years old. What's it going to be like when Jake Paul does land that right hand on someone who's 60 years old, whether they were the baddest man in the world or not? But on the other hand, I see Mike Tyson hitting Jake Paul to the body and literally making him cry. And because we saw from Tyron Woodley, when he actually gets hit, he does not have the strongest chin in the whole wide world, and I thought if Tyron Woodley on that first fight would have followed up, he would have knocked him out and finished the fight. And Mike Tyson is definitely someone who's aggressive, follows up, and will keep punching you and beat you to the punch. With all that being said, guys, what are y'all's thoughts? Who do you think has this? Mike Tyson is going to knock out Jake Paul, or is Jake Paul going to knock out Mike Tyson? All I can do is pray for Mike Tyson's brain health. Even if he beats Jake Paul, he's had a lot of damage and a lot of hits to the brain, and I just don't want there to be any collateral damage from that. But with all that being said, I'm out. Peace.